I don't even know how to start this. Hey guys, I just want to do a little bit of a late night sort of chat with you all. I just finished filing my taxes, which was, good God, the biggest bore ever. But now I'm rewarding myself with ice cream, which is nice. And you may be saying to yourself, well, why is her face, what happened? Her face is not here. Why is there just random gameplay? And this is a style that I've seen a lot of people do, where they sort of just, if they have just kind of a chatting video, they'll just have some gameplay in the background and they'll talk over it, which I actually really enjoy because, like, it's not only does it give you something to watch while you listen to me, but it also just kind of stimulates different parts of your brain, which is why I really like listening to, for instance, NPR. A lot of the time I used to knit and listen to NPR while I was knitting, when I was into old lady things back in junior year of junior year of college. And I would just sit down and knit and listen to the radio, and it really does, it tickles your brain in a totally different way. And I've always liked, Game Grumps style of videos as well. So I wanted to just kind of have a sit-down chat type of video with you all, not having my face in here because I was way too lazy to put on any makeup today, which is a problem because, well, let me say my B first, and B because my makeup bag is in the car and I don't want to go get it. Because I went somewhere yesterday and I always bring my makeup bag just in case there's like a huge mishap, like it starts raining and my eyeliner goes everywhere or something. I just like to have it on hand. But see, the problem is when you're a YouTuber and I wouldn't necessarily say a lady, because guys can wear makeup too, or anyone of any gender can wear makeup, but if you're one of those people who wears makeup in all your videos, then you have to continue it. Otherwise, people will be like, oh, is something wrong? Are you sick? Are you tired? What's wrong? You look so weird. It's like, nope, just my face. Which I get a lot. I've gotten that actually. I got that in college. With my TA. My TA had only ever seen me in makeup, and then one day I opened the door with just, my normal fresh face, not with any makeup on or anything. I looked perfectly healthy, to my knowledge, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, were you sleeping? I was like, no, that's just me, that's just what I look like. So it's just this precedence you have to keep up where you have to look nice in every video, or otherwise people will get a ton of comments like, oh, what's wrong? And even if you're saying to yourselves, well, oh no, Emily, I'm sure you look beautiful when you don't have any makeup on, I'm sure you look great. It doesn't matter. Like, hell yeah, I know I look great, but I'm not gonna do a video without makeup on because it's just gonna be a big hassle, and then I don't even like how I look without makeup. If I've worn it for too long, then I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I look weird when I just am my normal self. But anyways, let's actually get into talking about stuff because I'm just sitting here. I'm playing with my ice cream. I'm so happy I have ice cream after that long ordeal with the taxes. It wasn't even, I have a miscellaneous of $10.99 miscellaneous and like all that crap and deductions and things that I had to put in, and I've never filed my taxes before, so I'm just tired. I'm tired. It's 9:30. I really didn't intend to make a video at 9:30 at night and put it up the same day, which who knows if it's even gonna get up the same day. I might just put it up early tomorrow morning. But I was gonna do a video, and then my dad was like, hey, it's taxes time, and I was like, oh yay, taxes time, woohoo. So anyways, what I actually wanted to chat about, well, just all sorts of stuff. This is just kind of a podcast type of thing. I might actually evolve my Let's Chats into this sort of format where it's just kind of hanging out, chatting about whatever. It's nice because I don't have to focus on what I look like, whereas when I have a camera in front of me, I'm always very self-aware of what I look like, what I'm doing with my hands, what I'm doing with my body language, am I slumping, all that sort of thing, which I end up slumping a lot anyways, just because that's my natural state, but which is actually bad. I really need to improve my posture. I have a lot of issues with my back because of my posture. But anyway, I was on a roll and then I just totally blanked. So I just wanted to chat about a couple things. One of the things, the main thing that I really wanted to talk about, was the fact that my numbers are abysmal right now because YouTube has this huge bug going on, where my videos just aren't getting sent out to people. A lot of people. Like, I'm getting half of what I would get for views normally. Which is pretty bad, considering. I mean, I know some of them are series. I would say between like half and maybe 3/4 of what I usually get. which I don't get much for views to begin with because there's still a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel for my singing, which I don't do, so they just don't watch any of my stuff. And actually, someone who did a good video about that recently was Hoodie Panda. Brett, if you want to check him out, I'll put a little link to his video here where he talks about dead subscribers. He just uploaded it a couple days ago, I believe. And he has some very valid points in there that like everyone has dead subscribers, but if your channel kind of blew up for one specific reason and then it's not something that you bank on constantly, then it becomes this problem where you have a huge subscriber base and a very small viewer base. So that's what I'm dealing with currently. But with this bug, I've been dealing with that for a long time, but with this bug it's even an even smaller viewer base because, you know, maybe like, I don't even know what the numbers are. I don't know how many people are actually getting my content in their subscription feeds. But it may be like half of the people are getting it, and then of course only a small fraction of those people actually watch my stuff on a consistent basis. So really it's just not getting out to the right people. It's not getting out to all of my viewers, which is already a small number to begin with. So that's the big problem. If there was any way to know how much, that would be fantastic. But of course there's no like, of course YouTube has no freaking clue how many people it's getting out to, because it's this bug that's been going on for years, for as long as I've been on YouTube. This horrible bug has been going on where videos just don't go out to people, and it totally screws with YouTubers' livelihoods, especially, not necessarily me because I do it as a hobby, and I only upload, you know, every other day, or even less than that sometimes when I have issues. But for people who actually, you know, it's their job, these people their income is suffering for it, and that's shitty. But it's been going on for years, for maybe like 5 years now, and YouTube's not even that old, so it's been going on for like as long as YouTube's been around, pretty much. Which I know is more than 5 years. I think it just hit its 10-year anniversary recently, but still, that's like half your lifetime, YouTube. Like, come on, figure that shit out. You gotta figure it out at some point. There's always temporary fixes, but I really don't think that it's ever gonna be fixed in the future. But see, that's the problem that I'm dealing with now, is that I don't know how many people are actually gonna get my videos. I don't know, like, anytime I upload, if the people who are regular watchers, who actually like talk to me all the time on Twitter and Tumblr and all those places, if they'll even see what I'm putting out, which is, you know, they're like my most loyal viewer base, and I'm not even sure if they're getting any of these videos, which is like, the fantastic thing is that they'll check up anyways, they'll check my channel just to see. But I get a lot of messages like, oh, I had no idea that this was out because like YouTube just didn't tell me, and even notifications aren't working. So if you try to use that little notification thing on my channel, it just doesn't work where it says like notify me or like send me emails if this person uploads, and some people are reporting that that's not even working anymore. So there's just this huge bug going on, and it's honestly, it's very like, I shouldn't let it get to me at all, because I know it's all YouTube's end and it's not my fault. I do know that like some series, obviously there's going to be a lower viewer base the longer the series goes on, because only some people are dedicated to watching the full thing. That's just how it always is with series. That doesn't bother me at all. But it's just like the consistently low numbers with these videos that would otherwise do well, like one-offs, things like that. I really shouldn't be discouraged by it, because I know that it's totally a YouTube thing. But it just it makes you feel bad, you know? It makes you feel like, well, shit, no one cares anymore. No one wants to watch my stuff, which again, I shouldn't really care about, because I know it's not true. I know there's still a lot of you guys, and I'm really thankful for that. There's still a very big handful of you guys that watch everything I do, and that's incredible, and I don't ever think that I don't appreciate that support, because I do. I appreciate all the support. But it's just this overcoming feeling of dread, like that I'm just becoming irrelevant and no one cares about anything I do anymore, that sort of thing, which actually recently, well, a couple times in a few videos, Gerald OG-chan has actually talked about that as well. I'll link his playlist, because he talks about it in a couple videos. I don't know exactly which video. He talks about it specifically, about just he's worried about becoming irrelevant, which he really shouldn't, because G is growing so fast. He's got such a loyal community, such a great, fantastic community, and a great viewer base, so he really has nothing to worry about. And in fact, he gets higher numbers than I do on a lot of things, which again is dead subs for me. But he has a very loyal fan base that's also composed of people who actually watch his stuff, like a lot. Which is great for him, and I'm really proud of him, and I think that he's come a long way. When I first met him, he wasn't as far as he is now, obviously, because he's constantly growing, but he's growing really fast. So it's kudos to him. He's doing a good job. He's really hardworking. If you don't know who G is, I haven't really mentioned him on the channel before. I also haven't mentioned Hoodie Panda on the channel before, but I talk to them both on Twitter from time to time, and they're both great guys, so you should definitely check out both of them if you haven't already watched any of their stuff. And I'm gonna eat some of my ice cream now while I contemplate what to talk about next. Oh yeah, another thing that I actually wanted to touch upon about the whole feeling kind of discouraged thing is that actually with my April Fool's video, for those of you who actually saw it, which it was more than, seemed to be more than the current numbers that I'm getting, which is good. Like, I'm glad that people actually watched it. It's possible that people just shared it a lot because it was kind of it was a lot of like inappropriate jokes, inappropriate Zelda jokes, and it was really different from the norm of my gameplay commentary, where I'm usually very excitable and everything. Whereas I was just like, I just sounded like I was dead, like a zombie in that April Fool's video. But I actually, the real reason why I took that footage of Zelda, why I actually recorded that, was because I was gonna make a video saying, like, talking about the YouTube bug thing, I should say, with all the subscriber feeds not working. But I was actually, like, the big purpose of it was gonna be, I was gonna talk about how I just felt like I wasn't, like, the channel was failing, like I wasn't doing what I needed to keep it alive, like people were leaving, people didn't really want to stay for my content, just stuff like that, just big fears that I had. But I thought I thought it over a little bit that day, and I went, well, I can't just put this out for April Fools, like, I can't put this out on April 1st, because either people won't take it seriously, or just like, you know, it's a day where you're supposed to have fun with it. You're supposed to, you know, do something creative. And I thought, well, why don't I take this bad and I'll make it into something fun? So I took the footage and I just messed with it, and I had a great time. I had a fantastic time just doing this stupid, lazy gameplay commentary. And it honestly, like, I'm glad that I went that route, because it actually inspired me to do this sort of thing where I'm just sitting down and talking with you guys, because I really enjoy it. Like, I've always enjoyed listening to these sorts of things where it's just gameplay. It's something, you know, something for your eyes to follow while you listen. And I've always really enjoyed it, but I never tried it for myself, and I decided, well, why don't I just try it for myself and have some fun with it? And I actually really enjoyed it, and that's great, because that means I've found a new medium that I can use on my channel that I really enjoy doing, which is awesome, which is like totally different from the original intent of the video, where I was basically, I just felt like shit about, it was not a good day. I just did not feel like anyone cared. It was kind of a pity party, which is kind of shitty. I just wasn't having a very good day. And I was watching all my friends doing really well, and just saying to myself, well, you know, I'm not on their level. I don't think I'll ever be on their level. Things just keep getting worse. Which, again, it's just the huge bug. It's really just a huge bug. It's not like a reflection on me. There's just, people aren't getting my videos, and it's not even speculation. It's like fact. Like, people have told me, I didn't get this in my subscription feed. I didn't get notifications for it. Like, it's really not anything, it's not a reflection on me, but it's still good to reflect on this kind of stuff, you know? But not to the point where you feel discouraged. Like, honestly, I felt like, well, if this keeps up, I might just stop doing YouTube. Like, people don't care anymore, so why, like, I mean, I do it for my own, you know, my own personal fun and everything, and I do it to make some people happy, but I thought, well, maybe I'm just not making people happy anymore, so maybe it's run its course, you know? But I'm glad that I didn't end up talking about that. I didn't even record audio for that, for the original intent of that Zelda video. I thought about it, and then I thought, well, let's make this fun, let's do something creative, and then we'll see where it goes. We'll just see what happens. And people really enjoyed it, and people actually said that they want a series like that, which I might do like a kind of laid-back Game Grumps style commentary on Legend of Zelda, but I won't be doing like, you know, fast-paced commentary because I've played the game like 20 times, you know. I've beat the game like 20 times. So it's nothing, well, I've at least started it. I don't know if I've beat it 20 times, but I've at least started it 20 times because I always like going back and playing it, even if I don't finish it, with just new save files. So it would just be something that would be kind of like this, where I'm just kind of talking. I would actually be reacting to the gameplay, though. I am actually watching what's happening right now in Runner 2, but I don't have anything to add because it's really just a running game, a kind of a platformer. So like, oh boy, wow, I did the thing, congrats to me. oh no, I had to go back to the start again for the bajillionth time. So maybe I'll do like a fun little series. Maybe I'll intersperse, you know, I'll have some stuff that is me with my face cam, and then I'll have some stuff that's more laid back, kind of just hang out with me, you know, just to mix it up, because otherwise it's all the same thing, and then you'll get bored of that, and I'll get bored of that, and you probably already are bored of that, which I was about to say, which is why people aren't watching, but I have to get out of that mindset, because it's, I mean, yeah, I kind of did shoot myself in the foot with the amount of series that have been going on. Even when I tried to do a one-off with Animal Inspector, it turned into a series, a small series, admittedly, only 3 videos, but it still counts as a series, so I haven't done an actual, I finally did another one-off with Maximum Override, and that felt so good to finally do another one-off, because it's been ages, it's been completely ages since the last time I actually did a one-off, whereas I started out doing like only one-offs, and occasionally I would do some long series, whereas it's totally changed now with the dynamic of the channel, where there's just not enough variety, and it's all series right now, just because I have too many series on my plate, basically, which I need to learn to actually, I'm trying to figure it out, how to, you know, kind of balance things when I'm only uploading every other day. I need to figure out exactly how many series I can have going at one time, which I think, honestly, I'll probably just cut it down to maybe 1 series, otherwise it'll all drag on, there'll be too many, maybe 2 series at a time, but if there's just like if there's too many series at once, people get bored, they leave. And even I get bored, and I feel like I'm just not giving people what they want. I mean, I guess that's all I really needed to talk about, was just how I'm feeling at the moment about YouTube and how the whole bug is going. I still enjoy doing stuff for YouTube. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not enjoying it. It's just like when you're doing something that you love and then you start to think that people don't care about it at all, when you're doing it like for other people, because like I said, I want people to be happy. I want to make videos that make people happy and that they enjoy watching. But if you feel like you're not doing that, it loses its purpose and you get really discouraged. So I'm trying to avoid that. I really am. I've been very busy lately, unfortunately, so I haven't been able to necessarily invest as much time into YouTube as I would like. And then recently, YouTube just decided to stop sending me emails about all the comments that I get. I usually get 1 comment in my inbox or 1 email in my inbox per comment. Whenever someone comments, it sends to my email, but YouTube just, all of a sudden, like 2 days ago or something, they just stopped sending me emails, so I feel more disconnected than ever from you guys, and that sucks, because like before I would just get updated on whenever someone had anything to say, and that was awesome, and I felt like, okay, someone just commented this, like someone is at their keyboard typing this and they just finished, and it made me feel like, you know, that we're all people and we're all in this together and everything. But now it's like I have to physically go and check the comments, and at that point, you know, they've been there for an hour or something, And it just, I don't feel as connected, and that sucks. And like, sometimes I forget to check the comments now because I'm doing other stuff, and then it's like, well, if you had just sent me the emails, then I wouldn't have to check the comments and I wouldn't miss all this stuff. I don't know, it's just like, it just bothers me. It just really bothers me that it's not emailing me anymore, it's not updating me anymore. I guess I could talk about like other stuff that's going on in my life too. Why not? You know what, it's a chilled out, we're having a chilled out time, and I'm I'm getting like this feeling of my throat closing up because just talking about all the issues with YouTube and kind of my anxieties with it, and I don't really want to talk about that anymore. So so I'm finally gonna start my new job soon, hopefully next week. As you guys, well, I guess some of you might be updated on, I don't even know what I told you guys. It's an art gallery job. I'm basically gonna be kind of a coordinator, slash just kind of the person who helps run it, with another guy, with an art director, who's actually Irish, so that's cool, but he types terribly. Like, he's legit born and bred. He has family in Ireland. But there's just been this whole thing with the gallery. It's been being renovated this whole time, so I've just been waiting around like, alright, when can I start? I don't have anything to do in the meantime. I have been visiting, of course, and trying to... I've been looking at places to live. Unfortunately, I won't be able to actually live there until probably next month. I'm gonna have to commute for like a month because I don't know exactly how much I'm going to be getting, because it's base pay plus commission for whatever I sell at the gallery. So it's like, well, I don't know how much I can afford for rent, and the places... Oh, I just smacked my hands together. And the places that are around where I'm gonna work are really expensive. They're close to like $1,000 a month, which is like without utilities, like that's ridiculous. If I had a roommate, if I had like a boyfriend or something and I was living with him, sure, absolutely, I could do that, but no. I have to really figure out exactly how much I can spend on rent, because I also have to factor in how much taxes are gonna cost, which... you know, is always a big issue, so I kind of have to calculate all that out. I have to figure out exactly how much I'd probably be making in a month by commuting the first month. So I'm just kind of waiting around trying to... I see the problem is I'm kind of in the middle stage right now where like I want to make sure that if I do get a place right at the beginning of next month that I'll have, you know, not only will I have enough money for the first month's rent and everything, but I'll also have everything packed up so I can actually move. I could actually move there relatively quickly without any problems, because if I'm gonna be paying rent, like, I want to be there, right? Like, if I'm gonna be putting my money towards a space, I need to actually be living in the space, otherwise I'm just wasting money, especially if it's that expensive. So I'm kind of still in the stage of... I never really got out of the stage of being half in, half out of boxes. Where when I thought that I got that job, I thought I was pretty damn confident about that job, at that other place, the video production coordinator or whatever job, which I'm actually glad now that I didn't get, but, it was just a matter of, like, being in and out of boxes, because I didn't know if I was actually gonna get the job, and if I did get the job, I had to move there because it was too far to commute. So I haven't really unpacked myself. I'm still in the half in, half out of boxes stage, and I'm probably gonna stay that way until I actually get a place. So yeah, and then there's all these things that factor into it. I really loved this place that I saw that's right in the downtown, because I'd be working downtown. It's a small, not even a city, it's like a town, but there is still a downtown to it. And it's right on the water, and it's a beautiful place. It's got fantastic hardwoods and like so much natural light and everything. And it had a big like walk-in closet that has some windows, so it would be perfect for recording there and everything. But you know, by the time the next month rolls around, it's probably not going to be there anymore. Which sucks, because my heart is like set on that place. It's a beautiful place. It's pretty much perfect for me because it's right down the road. It's like a maybe 5 to 10 minute walk, more like 5 minutes, probably a 5-minute walk to my workplace, so I wouldn't even have to use money on gas. I wouldn't have to drive anywhere unless I actually had to get groceries or anything like that. But then there's also like, if I'm not right on downtown, then I'll have to drive everywhere, and then I have to put in the cost of like how much blah blah blah, can't speak, how expensive that'll be. I just wanna I wanna have money so I can find a place. But of course, now that I've filed my taxes, like 2/3 of what I'm getting paid in the next week for last month's actually, you know what, let's put it this way. Someone donated $200 and 120 of that is going towards my taxes. So thank you to whoever donated $200. I really appreciate that, and the Federal Reserve does too. Yay! Federal Reserve, that's probably not the correct term. I don't even know what the Federal Reserve is. The FBI, there you go. Federal Bureau of Investigation, sure. Federal people, whatever. They really appreciate that that $120 that you gave me. Yeah, so I have like no money currently. Like none. I had to buy some dresses for work so that I can actually look nice when I work there. But of course, if you're gonna get nice dresses, those are pretty expensive. So I don't have like any money now because of work. Which is ironic because, you know, it's work. It should be paying me, right? I didn't even realize exactly how long I've been talking. I've been talking for half an hour, so if you've been here this whole time, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. I guess it's good that I played for so long today. I'll have enough footage for all of this rambling. I think I'm gonna leave it off here because I have been talking for a half an hour, and this is basically a giant podcast sort of thing. I don't know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it, just like chatting. It's really just a casual kind of thing. And let me know if it tickled your brain, because actually it really does. It sets off like totally different receptors when you're listening to someone talking. And your brain kind of has to imagine, piece together what they look like and all that. But I don't know how much you guys enjoyed it, if you preferred me with the face cam or without. I'll be doing like normal vlogs and things like that too. This will just be sort of an every other, not even every other, just every once in a while sort of deal. And like I said, it might be something like this for the Legend of Zelda series if I do end up doing it, if people are interested enough. But that all depends on, you know, the YouTube bug and if that gets sorted and everything. I don't know, we'll see. I don't even know how many people are gonna get this video. See, the ironic thing is I'm trying to get this video out for the people who haven't been getting my videos, but if YouTube doesn't send out this video, then no one's gonna get the video, and then that's just defeats the entire purpose. It's really, really ironic. But we'll see what happens. Maybe it seems to be getting better. It seems like more people have been getting my videos recently, or at least with the most recent video. Some people reported that it actually was okay. If you're not getting my videos, I should have said this at the beginning actually, if you're not getting my videos in your subscription feed, and you're actually watching this, which would be amazing if you were, because I doubt it that people are actually here that aren't getting my videos, but if you unsubscribe and then resubscribe, supposedly it actually sends the videos out to your sub feed. So try that out. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, then YouTube's more broken than I thought. It's a good temporary solution, but I really wish that they would get their shit together on this, because it's been years. Like, it's ridiculous at this point. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of chat with you guys, let you know what's going on. I'll probably entitle this Catching Up, because I think that's what I called the audio track, is Catching Up. Because it is good to just talk with you guys. And the good thing about this is that it gives some gameplay while I'm talking, so the channel won't get too bogged down with like vlog type stuff. That's what I'm really worried about, is having too many vlogs and things on the channel. So yeah. Hopefully this is a format that kind of still counts as gameplay, because I do want to connect with you guys, but the every other day schedule makes it a little bit harder, because I do want to have variety on the channel. I don't want to have too much of vlogs and things like that. So just, yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this sort of a format. I have low-key always wanted to do a podcast just for fun. Because I just like hanging out and chatting and everything, but of course I don't have anyone to do it with, so it would be really sad if I just did a podcast by myself. Just labeled it like the Emily Talks to Herself podcast. I mean, maybe I could, you know, interact with viewers and stuff like that, but I don't know. Wow, I actually got to the end of my footage, so I guess I should say goodbye. That's the end of my Run or 2 footage. I have nothing else for you. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here and listening to me ramble about everything and anything. Thank you for listening to me eat my ice cream after I did my taxes. Woohoo! And I just, you know, just want you guys to know that you're cool. I like you all, and I do appreciate those of you who support me on every video and everything, and comment all the time and talk to me on Twitter and things like that. And I know things have been very slow lately, and I know that I haven't really been able to get necessarily back to people in a timely manner on a lot of things, and that sucks. But I've just been busy, and I appreciate those of you who stuck with me this whole time with all of the scheduling problems and YouTube bugs and everything, and just, you guys are great, and I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna leave it off here. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. If you don't have any ice cream, you should get some ice cream. I hope you actually ate some ice cream with me during this little spiel. Because then we can be ice cream buddies. Woohoo! I'm having peanut butter, chocolate, whatever, peanut butter cup? I don't know what it's called. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you whenever. Next time. Next video. Yeah. I don't know. It's an informal outro. Bye! Here. Bye! There you go. That's what you all wanted, isn't it? Do little snaps too. Yay! Goodbye.